Hi everyone, welcome to Passport Control. Once you decide that this is everything you want to get rid of, then there's another stage you have to go through, which is this stage here, where Mum basically goes through everything that I'm asked to go in the trash, and she'll check if it's appropriate enough to bin or not. I literally have no idea what this tea is. I don't even know what language this is in, but it's okay. It tastes a little bit medical, but it's fine, you know. I can definitely see the difference between draft 1 and draft 2, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so in terms of characters, don't worry about that. I always do characters right at the end, because I'd rather you have everything you want in it, and then we cut down.
Yeah.
So what we want is the best draft out of those 3. This is the current state of the packing room right now. I don't even know where to begin with all of this. And half of it's my stuff, and I'm just gonna have to get rid of it. So welcome to Detox Week, year number 2. Good morning everybody, welcome to today's vlog. This morning I got up and I had a consultation with one of my clients. So as you all know, I do like a CV review service, and one of my clients wanted a phone call today. So this morning we had a little phone call, and now I'm about to go downstairs and make some tea and literally get through a whole lot of boxes. So I've been in quarantine for the past week, and my mum decides to get out the boxes that I need to look at 2 days before I'm supposed to leave. So yesterday night I was like, oh my god, when am I ever going to get through all this? Last year I went home in July for 2 weeks and just had like a detox week, and I filmed a video of me like getting rid of everything, and that was when we were moving from our 5-bed house into a smaller house for my mum. And now we're moving from this smaller house and she's moving permanently to Korea. So this is literally detox week number 2. I have been suffering from really bad late onset acne and mask acne, and I don't know what's been going on with my skin. I've literally put 1 layer of foundation on like just for this video, but it's really bad. And so I've decided I've given up like coffee. I'm now just drinking like herbal teas. I spend a lot of money on coffee, and I was just like, you know what, financially and skin wise, you know, every morning not drinking water, drinking coffee, like it's not doing anything for me. So I've decided to let go of the coffee, and that's why I'm drinking this interesting herbal tea today. From the 5-bedroom house to this 2-bedroom house now, I did manage to get rid of a lot of things, but there's still stuff. Like, was looking through the boxes yesterday, my mum was like, so if you were going to get rid of this, then why did you not get rid of it in the 5-bedroom house? And I honestly think that like I just couldn't. Now I'm looking at all my uni notes, and I just think, you know what, it's time, because I don't have anywhere to put these. When my mum moves to Korea, that's it. Like, I don't have a permanent home base in England to say that I can dump a load of stuff in like boxes and leave them there. Obviously I don't want to pay for storage as well, so I have to just embrace it and decide to get rid of everything. So that's what I'm doing today. You know what would be fun is if I did a little Q&A actually, like I did before. So I'm gonna upload a really quick story and ask if anyone wants to ask any questions. It's a working day, so I really doubt that anyone's gonna do that, but I'm gonna actually ask right now. Okay, so I've uploaded that, and if we get any questions, I will answer them. I also have been keeping this poster, which was my final year poster for my like project. And now I'm just gonna be like, bye! Like, I kept it because I paid for it. And now I'm like, no, like, what am I gonna do with this? Thanks for what you've done for me. Thanks for the first class honours. Thanks for taking me to Sweden so I could present you. But we must now part, so bye! All of my school reports, again. When am I gonna read this? I don't even have time to like read a book at the moment. Okay, so the first one is from my brother. He said, deep down, do you accept that I'm mum's favourite? No, Paul, I do not accept that you are mum's favourite, and I never will. Another question is, can you see yourself being a pharmacist long term? Yeah, of course. Like, I worked so hard to get to this point, I definitely see myself being a pharmacist long term, but I also think it's important to be versatile. So if, say, that career path didn't work out for me and I wanted to walk into something else, I would do my best in that area as well. Who knows, like, you just don't know what's going to happen. I don't see myself becoming like chief pharmacist, for example. At the moment, as I've been really enjoying doing my like review service where I help people with their applications and stuff, I feel like if I wasn't to do pharmacy, I'd go in that direction. But there's Miri. So in one of my English classes that I attended whilst I was studying at Seoul National University, the professor made us write letters to ourselves, and she sent it to us a year later, and I've always kept that letter. And this is a letter that I wrote on the 13th of June in 2012. At the end it says, "Appreciate everyone, work hard, it will be okay, it's going to be okay. Remember, don't do things that are easy, do things that are right, and love 100%. No fears, delve in. If you believe in it, no matter what they say, ignore them all and go with your gut instinct. And know that whatever you do, whatever decision you make, it's going to be okay." So I wrote that to myself, and I'm like, so it was such a good exercise. Like, so I just got another question on Instagram, and it was, what keeps you motivated? I guess that I always feel like, make sure that I don't regret what I'm doing, and that I can look back and be like, yeah, I did that. Now that I'm older, I'm a lot more self-assured. I know exactly what I want and what I want to achieve. And there are definitely days I'm definitely not motivated, but what keeps me going is the mindset that I have done things that I regret, and feeling regret has been one of the worst feelings for me because there's nothing you can do about the situation. Once I went through that, I was like, you know what, from now I can only look forwards and I can only move on, and I can only think to the future and stop thinking about the past. And so yeah, I guess that's what keeps me motivated, trying not to regret anything. I want to normalise not having a great time at school. I don't do well in like competitive big groups, and that was the same for university as well. I am much better now where like I'm in a free environment where it's not about grades and everything, and it's just about work, and I thrive in that kind of environment. Yeah, like I was looking at my leavers book, and looking at pictures from school and stuff generally makes me sad because I just don't feel like I had the best time there. For a long time I was constantly trying to make sure I keep up connections, like make sure I have a certain amount of uni friends, a certain amount of school friends. That kind of changed for me when I went to Korea and I met people who I connected with, and I guess I didn't necessarily find those people at school. Not to say that I still don't talk to people from school, I still have some friends from school, but there's a level of guilt that I always feel like, oh my gosh, I should keep up, oh my gosh, I should have friends from school. But my friends I made mostly in Korea, actually. That's when I felt the most at home. And so this year I've really decided, as well, as long as this whole like letting go of everything and detoxing and getting rid of things I don't need, I've also realised the importance of not forcing friendships. When it comes to my 30s, I don't want to be sat around thinking like, oh, I want to keep up with this friend. Like, if the energy isn't right, it's just not right, and that's it. Like, I don't need to force it. I don't need to feel guilty if you know, if certain friendships don't work out. I don't need to keep trying, learning how to set those boundaries and trying to be the best version of myself, surrounded by people that I want to be with and bring out the best in me. Oh my gosh, guys. 1997 and 2001. I actually used to collect patient information leaflets and like sit and read them. Oh my gosh, this is kind of embarrassing, like seriously. I got everything down to this one box right here. So I've come upstairs for a break because I cannot be looking at boxes anymore. I got another question on Instagram, and it was, what would your advice be for newly qualified pharmacists? My advice would be, try and get out there and learn as much as possible. I am glad that when I first qualified, I did work in community, because a lot of people who have never worked in community are too scared to do that. And I always think you should never be scared to do something. Try at least to conquer that fear. The best time to conquer that is when you're newly qualified. So I would definitely recommend doing all sorts of things that are pharmacy related when you're newly qualified. Yeah, go into as many sectors as you can, because now is when you know the most, and now is when you can make the most of everything. So I'm not gonna lie, I did just have a half an hour nap, but I'm back. And I've got a few more questions. Kimberly said, what did I do to deserve you? And she's one of my friends, and she's been cute. Guys, she is a new YouTuber, relatively new. Go check out her channel. She has some really good tips on how to survive on call and stuff. So for all of you pharma fans out there, please do go and support her. Another question I got is, may I know what brand of contact you usually wear? Your eyes are beautiful. I think this must be a joke, because I don't wear contacts. My eyes are definitely not something to be like showing off about. And I've also had laser eye surgery, so I don't wear contacts. And then finally, what was the hardest to let go of whilst packing? From the same person who asked me last year if I'm serious about dating, I guess the hardest thing to let go of whilst packing is all of my uni notes, genuinely, because not that I'll ever use them again, but just knowing how much stress that I felt during my university days and how much work I put in to qualify now as a pharmacist, and all of that going in the bin, that's the hardest. Another thing I found hard is like all of the letters and things that I've gotten from people which I just don't have space to keep. Overall, I think I'm doing better in general at deciding to get rid of stuff. I'm a lot more ruthless. So if you haven't gotten rid of anything for a while, then this is your sign to get rid, and I'll see you in the next video.